So this is a look at the RESMED F20 mask. Again, I'm not paid for these reviews. This mask was just given to me by my rep so that I could show you all. This is considered a full face mask. So the beauty of this mask is it stays in place really well because it goes over the nose and kind of hits mid-chin, and your DME company or your provider will help size you for this. It does come in small, medium, and large. It's important to get the right size because if it goes up too high, it'll ride up and kind of be between your eyes. If it goes too low, then it's going to go below your chin. So make sure you get the right size. I love, again, that there's a quick disconnect for this. So theoretically, if you had your machine plugged into your mask and you wanted to go to the bathroom, you would just quick disconnect this here, leave that, wear your mask to the bathroom, reconnect yourself, make sure it's nice and snug, and then you're good to go. So I do love the quick disconnect on this. There is an exhaust, so you should feel, and maybe even hear just a little bit of air coming out of the front. Should be more of a, if you feel it, that should be coming out of the front for the exhaust. There are clips on this version on each side. The headgear is nice and soft here. Again, I love it because there is plenty of headgear. So there's some that rides a little bit higher on the head and a little bit lower. Stays nice and in place if you're having trouble with slipping of your mask. The hardest thing I feel like on this is taking apart the cushion. So you do need to replace this cushion part, the silicone part, roughly once a month. Make sure you're washing it with soap and water really well. The hardest part is disconnecting it from this plastic piece, but it does disconnect. So you're gonna have to take a bit of a pull, but down here where it gets a little bit wider on both sides, you're gonna wanna pinch it together. So pinch it together down here where it's a little bit wider. Don't do it higher, it won't work really well. Pinch it down here and it should pop out of that headgear, okay? So when you replace this piece, now to put it back in, you obviously are gonna line it up. You should hear a little bit of a click, okay? Then obviously you would put this piece back on. You can do it with this piece on to, again, wide part where you squeeze. Squeeze, pretty good squeeze, and pull. I like taking the quick disconnect off, but pull, it's kind of hard. I don't always make it look easy either. But if you squeeze, look, now it's hard for me to do. And pull, there you go. It does come off. You just remember that there is a plastic piece. Shouldn't break it, but it does take a nice pull. I find that this is hard myself, so you may need help, and that's okay. Ask for help. The other thing about this mask you may or may not know is this is the F20, but they also make an F20 AirTouch. So here's the AirTouch F20. The only difference is the cushion. So the cushion is different. This is the F20. This is the AirTouch F20. Same headgear. The cushion is different. The AirTouch is their memory foam cushion. I actually really like this for some of our patients. Some of our patients are irritated from the silicone, and this memory foam can be amazing. Sometimes it kind of fills in the creases and grooves on our faces a little bit more too, to give us a better seal so that it's not leaking, because this is nice and soft. The main difference is you do not wash this with soap and water. You're just going to wipe it off with a damp cloth, maybe a baby wipe if you need to. You really have to make sure that you're replacing this AirTouch, this memory foam cushion, once a month. But it is nice and soft. But it fits into the same headgear. So if you start off with the F20, you're having some irritation from the silicone, you can ask them, same sizing for this F20, this is the AirTouch, and it fits into the same headgear, right? So it's interchangeable with your headgear for the most part. Again, same thing about the disconnect, but just so you know, there is an F20 with silicone, right? And then there is an AirTouch F20 that has a memory foam cushion. All right, that's the difference. Headgear, this was the headgear for the AirTouch F20, is exactly the same. So that is one thing about this F20 mask in general. 2 different cushion options. Hardest thing, taking off the cushion. Have the DME company show you that. It would be my opinion. Have them do it for you in person before you get home and struggle with it. But it is one of the best full face masks to stay nice in place.